Hi everyone, welcome to our wonderful spring day. April showers bring May flowers. Yeah, right. Is this nice? And it's cold too. Well, obviously, and listen to the wind. It's blustery and yucky. Yeah, so lucky. You guys, I look horrible. This is a race bag. See, wrapped up here. I'm having really bad spinal spasms, but you know what? It's not a surprise. I had last weekend this time, I was cooking my butt off for the whole family to come over, remember, for our outdoor Easter celebration. Did that. Then we got the call for the movie extras thing, so I had to do that work. It was actual work because I have to find the people, send them their paperwork. Even though you're not physically moving, I am working. It's work, and sometimes it can be stressful and answering emails back and forth and phone calls back and
I love the Bricks 10 sale. What makes it so special is that there's new product arriving every single day. Here, truck. There's new stuff coming in right now.
The Bricks 10 sale is back. Get this modern sofa for just $7.99. With this LG 55-inch 4K smart TV, only $6.49. 10 sale is back at the Brick, saving you more.
But it was so cold. And we were outside, and usually there's a green room where you go sit and you can have snacks and coffee, but because of COVID, the green room was our cars. So my car, Richard and us, my kids, like Deanna and her two boys were in it, and my sister. So the three of us parked beside each other, so we would open our window so we could visit. And you know, and I had other friends. I didn't hire them, but you know, the acting world is not that big, so that were on the set. So we visited, but you're out. We were outside from 7:15 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. Only went inside to change wardrobe or to go to the bathroom. That was it. And my body usually takes a day or two. Today's Sunday. This morning when I woke up about 6, and every joint, like my fingers, my ankles, even though I'd taken a couple of baths, hot Epsom salts baths, I thought that was good enough. But I was just laying here reading, and then it hits you and you get like you know how you get Charlie horses in your leg? Well, I get them in my chest wall. And it just goes and seizes, and then it goes all the way up this seizes, and then your arm, and then trigeminal kicks in. So yeah, so I had to take a muscle relaxant, so that's why I'm kind of chillaxing here. With the eye, you know, when the blinks go longer than a normal blink, like you blink, and then you remember, oh yeah, I'm awake. So I'm going to go read, and I'm sorry I look so rough, but this is chronic pain. This is it. Even though I'm wearing Calvin Klein pajamas. What if? So I got all my Epicure yesterday. I'm standing on a stool because I'm about to clean out the cupboard. So I can put all my Epicure in the cupboard. I have to tell you guys the funniest thing. Yesterday was not the funniest or happiest of days for me, nor for a lot of people, dealing with the shooting of Duante on top of the riots about George Floyd's trial. So when I went to bed last night, I just was so done. I went to bed with a bit of a heavy heart. And then I texted Janet And I said, Janet, I am so excited tomorrow to be putting away my Epicure. And she goes, well, mine hasn't come yet. And I'm like, it has to have come because I was the hostess and it should have come because, like, I don't know where it is. This is not a good angle for my bulbous double chin. Let's put you on top of a jar. Nope. They're back. Oh, well, you'll just have to deal with all this turkey waddle or whatever it's called. Anywho, so I said to her, it had to have come because mine came and Deanne's has come. And so at the same time, I text Deanne. I go, Deanne, well, what had happened? Deanne, Janet, and a friend of Deanne's named Jeanette, they all put their order together because they all live close. And so to save on shipping, they had everything sent to Deanne's house. So, meanwhile, when Deanne's order first came in, she goes, oh, I can't believe how much soup I got. I love this soup. It's a curried African sweet potato soup. It is so good with coconut milk. So she said, I'm making a double batch because her kids love it. And Ozzy, who loves odd things, absolutely loved it. So she made a double batch, and that was that. So then I call her or text her yesterday and go, Deanne, did Janet's order come in your order? And she goes, well, what did she order? And I said, she ordered some of that soup that you ordered. And she goes, oh, no wonder I had so much soup. She had cooked Janet's soup. And the problem with that is, see, this is how the Epicure stuff comes. Then all you have to do is add your produce or whatever. So the problem with that is they don't make it anymore. It's a seasonal item, so there's no more left. So Deanne had cooked up Janet's soup, and then she cooked up one more soup again. So she must have thought she got 4 of them, but you're only supposed to get 2 or 3. I'm not sure. But anyway, so Deanne cooked up Janet's soup and cooked it. So I text Janet and go, yeah, Deanne has cooked your soup and the boys have eaten it and they loved it. And so Deanne's going to trade something with her. So I said, did you give Jeanette her guacamole mix and her seasoning? It was a Greek seasoning mix. And she said, well, this is what I sent to Jeanette. So I thought it was just going to be a text saying, I'm sorry, Jeanette, I have your order. Here it is. She, in her text, she has this jar of her spice. And she goes, Jeanette, I've used about this much of your spice mix on my vegetables. It's so good. You're going to love it. She had used the girl's spice mix, both of Janet's soups. I couldn't stop laughing. I was like, that's what you get when you're too cheap to pay for your own shipping and you want to combine shipping. Don't combine with Deanne, because girlfriend will have you order your stuff and then she'll eat it and forget all about you. It was the funniest. I don't know why it struck me as so funny, but Richard was sleeping and I was laughing so hard. Tears were pouring down my eyes. Okay, the fact that you used nut spices. Oh my God. I can't. You used Janet's soup and you used the spice mix. Oh my God. People will know better than to combine ship with you. Sorry, it's so dark. Oh my gosh. Whew. Would have been worse than $3 in shipping. It was just so funny to me. So anyway, I'm in my cupboard. It's a cupboard, the kind of cupboard where, you know, this kind of stuff like you use once every 10 years is in. So I've got to set it up. This dog, anybody want a little wiener? He's not a wiener dog. What is he? He's a Cherokee. Fitz! Come here. Get down. Stop it. We're really sick of it. You're ruining my videos. Stop. He's just looking at me like, and it's all about you? Oh, look at all these funny things. Like, you know, it says sauce for meat. I think this is a taco thing. You know, the salsa sauce that goes in the ground beef. I have to check the expiry date on some of this stuff. Because that's the thing with spices. You don't use them. Like the original, oh, it's open. The original Knox gelatin. Nope. Do you know what they use with this for? Funny fact. I was at, the kids were competing in track and field, and it was the Alberta Summer Games. So they had all the different athletes getting ready for their venues. And I walked through the synchronized swimming area, and I never thought about it at the time. You know, when you watch synchronized swimmers and they jump in the pool and their hair doesn't move. I had never thought about it till I saw what they do. They mix up gelatin, comb it through their hair, put it in a bun, and then the gelatin sets, and their hair doesn't move. So next time you watch synchronized swimmers, check out their hair. Like, I know this box is vintage. I would probably pay at a thrift store for this box to use in some kind of ephemera. Okay, so here's where we're at with the cupboards. They're all cleaned out and all wiped out. Richard did that for me, which was quite nice. But so I have to put all this back in. But what I was doing is I'm sure you all have that too. Doubles of everything. Like I had basil in a jar and basil in a bag and so on and so forth. But I just want to show you guys this one thing that I did. I haven't been doing it for a while, but I did it for some time. You see these lids on these mason jars? These are the Kraft Parmesan cheese tops. And so I would switch it from a top like this to a top like this. So what's cool about them is on one side is a shaker, you know, like for the Parmesan cheese. And then the other side is a scooper. So you don't have to take the whole mason jar lid off. So eventually over time, my hope was to finish all of them, but clearly I did not. So now what I'm going to do is fill up the sink with some detergent and some vinegar and wipe down everything. I'm going to start scrubbing down all the tops and stuff. Couple hours later, sink's all clean, new Norwex cloth. Let's have a look at this cupboard. Ta-da! Things I use all the time. All my mason jars are stacked 3 high. This is all the Epicure, and that's stuff we don't really use. So I left you guys yesterday with my beautiful cleaned out Epicure cupboard. And so last night I did meal planning for 7 days. And then the first thing I had to do was to see what I have in my pantry, because I am famous for saying we don't have any tomato paste and we have 7 jars. So I kind of sort of straightened it out this morning. So that's what we had in canned goods. I needed coconut milk and I had it on the grocery list. We have it. You know, look at all the tomatoes, spaghetti sauce, like pizza sauce, cranberry sauce, soups, olives, mushrooms. I mean, Devonshire cream for scones, the very best, I must say. And then up here is all the big stuff, like, you know, you can see extra ketchups, olives. I love olives. And then up there is like our bulk rice and such, and oatmeal, dishcloths and rags that I shove up there. And then just down there is big bulky things, and our wraps, our beeswax wraps are in that peachy container, and then foil and all that other stuff. So yeah, we have a lot of stuff. And then I wanted to make sure we used up the produce we have in our fridge too. So I'll get on that a little later. I need a cup of coffee. So yeah, this happened. Do you guys ever like ask yourself, what is your problem, Monica? You just needed to clean out one cupboard, maybe two. But then you open up the cupboard and you're like, nah, no. Not when I'm doing all this cleaning. And then I open up this cupboard and it's just, you know, a mess. So here I go again. I'm on a bit of a cleaning frenzy. You should see what I did to my bathroom upstairs. Ugh. But I know me, and I cannot continue. I got some add-ons to my, what's the box? Fit Fun box. So I got some cool little add-ons that weren't in the box. Anyway, I know me that I can't cope that way. I can't clean out the bathroom cupboards and go out. So I've learned to just leave things the way they are. So I'll show you. It's not that bad, but all that stuff was up there. I haven't opened that cupboard yet. I straightened this stuff up a while ago, so it's not bad at all. Like, I know exactly, like, the nail polish could be pushed in more, and you know, but it's good. Gotta do this and that, and that's not bad either. It just needs cleaning, you know. And my makeup drawers are always, you know what's in them too. So it was really all this. So yeah, but I better get ready because she'll be here pretty soon. Gotta jump in the shower. Ta-da! Have to keep my vitamins out because I won't take them if I don't. Sink is so clean. All the crap that was on the counters. Even the soap says purely clean. I washed our toothbrush thing out and let it soak and dry upside down. All those creams and stuff on here. This was here when we bought it. I always go over it with white acrylic paint because it was one of those things you buy. It's a second and it's way cheaper if you get it. I love it because all my makeup's in there. So I have to keep my brushes out because obviously I had straightened these cupboards out. And believe it or not, they are all straightened, but it needs like a little thin little curtain here that would look pretty. All that basket stuff and hair blowers and curling irons are all clean. And then I had my 10-day facial steps that I do, the Korean 10-day program, all up there. So it was just getting, this is cluttered, but it kind of has to be. And the clutter was now coming over into here, and I didn't like that. So I cleaned out the medicine chest, and all of my facial stuff is there. And the other stuff, like Richard shaving, is here, and eye drops and all that kind of stuff. But, oh, and then I cleaned up here, scrubbed it all. Like, scrubbed every container, everything. And garbage down there, cleaner on my sponge. Washed the floor. And I even cleaned off my weight thing. And that thing you see on the wall, that mark, we don't know what happened. It just arrived and it's been there, and we've used everything to try to get it off, and we have no idea. I think it's as a result of some kind of hair color that got on here. So that'll have to be painted. But yes, it just, you know, you come in and it's just like, oh, and the toilet paper is folded like hotel. So done and yay for me. So it's 40 degrees Fahrenheit. I just checked on my weather thing. So, you know, a little nip in the air, not horrible, and there's no wind, so, and there's a little bit of sun because it keeps peeking out and it keeps charging the batteries. So now I'm gonna, Richard told me to come out here and flick the fridge onto battery so that we can see while I'm out here if the fridge gets cold. So, cross your fingers. But I also wanted to say thank you so much for watching this vlog. It's super long. It might be in 2 parts because I just pick up my camera and start vlogging, so I have lots of vlog stuff. And then when I upload it, it's like 80 minutes. I'm like, that's too long. But anyway, I so appreciate you guys watching. Oh, and tomorrow I go to the dentist to check about my Dracula teeth at the bottom here. I'm actually getting a teeth cleaning too. But last time my appointment, I'm not sure if I told you guys I had to cancel it because I had so much pain. And the last thing anyone with trigeminal neuralgia needs is somebody in their mouth when they're suffering from pain. So I had to cancel it or postpone it. So it's tomorrow morning. Oh, I hope they can fix it. I don't want to be Dracula. I really don't. But anyway. So I'm on the elevator on my way up for my dental checkup. See what's going on with my Dracula teeth. So here I go. I can't express it enough. Whether you buy yourself flowers or somebody brings you weekly flowers, it's the little things. Look at these. They're gorgeous. And I have this pretty pink vase. Richard just came home with them. And I always put them in the place where I sit and read every day. So it's just like a little bit of beauty in all the chaos that's going on around us. It's little things, people. Isn't that nice? So off they go to their place of where I can look at them daily. I sit them right here. And my purse and bookmark and glasses are not there. So pretty, so bright. Sweet husband. Thank you, Richard. So let me back it up and tell you why I deserve flowers today. Yesterday I went to the dentist to check out my snaggles here. Now these ones are all clean. I say these ones because I have to go back and get the top part clean because the dentist had to interrupt and come and look at my jaw. And anyway, so I go to the dentist. I tell Richard to just go to work and because he doesn't work that far from, like he works in the same city and our city's not that big. So go to work, I'll call him. He can come pick me up on the way home and I'll kind of start walking home. So I'm in the dentist and I'm getting ready to leave. So I pick up my phone and I start dialing him. And it's not connecting at all. Like there's no telephone service. So I thought sometimes like in Costco or any big building, you can't get telephone service. So I thought it was very similar to that. So I said goodbye. I left the dentist, went down on the elevator, tried in the lobby again. It didn't connect. And I know there's new construction going on around the building. So I thought, well, maybe if I just walk to the corner and just kind of start walking home. And then in the meantime, I'll connect with Richard and I'll just say, I'm going down such and such street. You can just pick me up on the way home. Because it was lovely out. Albeit I didn't have the right shoes. And I did not have sunscreen on, which is like, ugh. But whatever. So head up the street and then I come to a crossroads. If you went that way, it was pure uphill. That way, level-ish kind of uphill. So I chose this course, which is way longer, but less stress. So I start walking. The whole time I'm trying the phones, and little did I know there was a national, Canada-wide telephone outage for Rogers and Fido phone users. The one day I decide, oh, let me just try to walk home. So I'm trying to phone him. I can't get him. So I thought, well, let me call Deanne. Nothing. Let me call Janet. Nothing. Anybody that was on Fido or Rogers, nothing. And it wouldn't have mattered because I couldn't call them anyway. So I kept going, and I saw these servicemen, and I was like working on the streets, and I was going to ask them if I could use their phone, but I was a little shy. So I just kept walking. And then I realized I've been walking and how far I had walked, and I was getting so sore. I wasn't out of breath. I was not out of shape or huffing or puffing or anything like that. But my legs, I felt like I was walking like a drunk person, like I was staggering back and forth, which happens when I get tired. So people are looking at you like, why is this drunk woman walking down the street? And I'm like, oh God, whatever. Just kept going. And then I was getting to the point where I wanted to cry because my legs were so tired. And so then I remembered my friend told me this meditation. It's a walking meditation, and you say peace in every step, peace in every step. So I kept doing that, and it was like this mantra going on and on and on until I got to a familiar landmark, which was one of the schools. So I knew it wasn't that far to my house. So I just kept walking. I ended up walking all the way home. So I get home and go to phone Richard. Phones don't work. So then I use our landline. This part's the funny part. I use our landline, which is hooked in the kitchen, and the cord is not that long. So I wanted to sit down for a minute because, so I drag the landline cord, and then I go to sit down. I put my hand on a cushion. I'll show you which one. That striped one, which was sitting right over there in between the crack on the sofa, half on, half off. So I just put my hand on there to lean on to sit down, and of course it slid off the couch, and so did I. Yeah, so, and then at the dentist, I found out that that apparently a disc has completely been destroyed or moved or something. And because you have a hinge that opens your mouth like this, and there's a disc that rolls around on top of my fingers, and it's either rolled off and gone under, or it's disintegrated, but it's not there. So they did an x-ray, and she said this side's the worst, and they have to fix it. So first they're going to do an MRI. They're sending me to a maxillofacial surgeon. I think I get the award for the most facial surgeries on planet Earth. Probably not, because I'm sure there's people that have had millions, but I'm just saying, enough is enough. So the jury's out till we talk to that guy, that facial TMJ specialist, till he tells us what the options are. I'm not even owning surgery. Maybe he said, I've already had a splint or a mouth guard. I've done all the exercises. I've had physio, which is extremely painful, but I just can't open my mouth anymore. It's like, it looks like actually not bad, but according to them, it's really bad. So yeah, that's the backstory on the pretty those. So we carry on, keep on trucking with my Dracula teeth. And I walked 4 kilometers yesterday, which is nothing to some people that are super fit. But to me, it's not. I don't like to sweat. I choose not to do that. It's not my thing. I didn't want to walk 4 kilometers. I got up at 7 something in the morning. My appointment was at 8. And I was walking 4 kilometers. But on the flip side, I did it. And very little complaint. Well, not complaining. I complained. Very little residual damage. I can do it. I could do it all the time if I really wanted to, but I don't want to. So there you go.